Hey, what's up? My name is Kevin and I'm the Helpful Hero, here to help you leverage the awesome power that is HubSpot. Today, I have got Clean Pro version 111 ready to rock. I got a new module for you that I think you're gonna like, plus a handful of improvements and fixes that I'm excited to go ahead and cover with you right now. So without further ado, let's jump straight into HubSpot and check out what is going on. The first thing that you're gonna notice is this new module called Hover Swap. This is in beta, and so I'd love for you to test it out. Thank you to the person, I hope you watching this know who you are, that recommended I take some inspiration from another site and build something like this. And in the process, I'm actually recognizing some of the awesome Clean Pro customers out there that have built some beautiful websites using Clean Pro. Kudos to you if you happen to be watching this and you're one of them. I love what you did with your website. But anyway, with this new Hover Swap module, as you scroll down the page, it'll actually scroll and show content right over here. Now, each of these can actually link to their respective pages, so I can click them. I'll open a new tab. You can jump to any of your pages or a page outside of your website. You have full control of this too, all of which I'll show you in just a moment. Also in this version, in the Magic module, you know how I love the Magic module, I've given you a setting to control the speed of the rotating background images. That way you can get a little fancy with it if you want to pair it with the rotating text and have them rotate at the same time. Now you can. Kudos to Erica for this awesome idea, thank you. And then with the hover cards, now in version 1.0.1, having 5 columns now works. That was a bug. Thank you for whomever reported that. There were a few of you. And at the same time, I added in support so that you could actually align the content on either side of the card, center, left, or right. Of course, you can already align it top, bottom, or center. So that's all fixed. Loving this module. I hope you are too. And then the last quickie improvement is with the table flow module. I added in a feature where if you wanted to set the alignment for these titles, well, you'd have the ability to do so now. Now there's a handful of other improvements and fixes that I'll note in the links in my knowledge base, so be sure to read that because there's a bunch more. I'm just sharing some of the exciting stuff. But let me go ahead and quickly show you the new Hover Swap module within the editor here, so I can show you what's all built in. So if we go to the Hover Swap, first thing is you can very easily determine whether or not you want the hover items on the left or right. So if I choose left, for example, we can just quickly swap that. You also have the ability to adjust the column layout. So maybe you want that image to be a little larger. We could do like a 4:8, apply those changes. And then of course it's going to look like that, which is pretty cool. When you go into each of these hover items, you can obviously change the label, which you have here. If you want to, you can add a link to another page or just remove it entirely. So I wanted to make sure that that functionality was all built in for you. And then of course, add an image. And then if you wanted to, and this is not something I have here, if you needed to add any additional content below the image that would also fade in, fade out as someone hovers, you do have the option to do that as well. Now, the cool thing about this is it works with scroll. So as someone scrolls up and down the page, it's automatically gonna hover, so they're gonna be able to see all of the content, which I think is pretty awesome. So have fun with this. Of course, I built in all of the style items. So if you want to change the text for the label font, the icon that shows up when you hover, you got all the good stuff built right in. So I am very excited to hear your feedback. Again, it is important to note that this module is in beta, so if you notice any little quirks, do let me know, or if you think of any features that could be even more awesome, definitely let me know too. And that is what I've got for you in this version of Clean Pro. I hope you have been enjoying all of these regular theme updates that I have just been like hammering out week after week after week, trying to get Clean Pro even more awesome than it is already. And I just love doing this. I love creating some of these new modules. I love listening to your feedback. So thank you again. I hope you have a fantastic week. and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.